Oh,
All right, our other defensive player of the week for this week is Big Mikey. Mike was a
sir.
player of the week last year for us there, and been wondering when we were going. Knew it was only a matter of time, but we'd get you again back this year,
Yeah.
though. But just talk a little bit about your season there. You very quietly have had a good year going about your job right there, though. And
Yes,
you know
sir.
what has been your approach to the season this year?
No, DT on the other defensive tackle is really good because like it takes some of the pressure off of me. So it's just real nice. He's on the other side, so I just know I'm not gonna get double teamed every play because he's over there. So
And for this past game, you had 10 tackles.
yes,
That was
sir.
the most you'd had right there. And, you know, that the games are won. People don't realize that. They want to look at, you know, the pretty boys running up and down the field and catching it like that. Games are won in the trenches.
Yes, sir.
That play an offensive and defensive line, and I've coached on the offensive line and stuff like that. That basically is an organized street fight every play.
Yes, sir.
And so just talk about, you know, what you think your strong points are, and, you know, when you get in there in that street fight, organized street fight, what do you look to try to do?
Get to the ball. Just mostly like they be running the ball most of the time, so I just gotta do my assignment. So
And lots of times, too, people don't realize that a defensive tackle, you have to be pretty unselfish because lots of times you take out that lineman and the linebacker's who gets the tackle, though.
Yes, sir.
And can you talk about that, about tying up blockers so that the guys around you lots of times are the ones that may have put up the big numbers, 20 tackles in a game or something like that, though. But you took out the guy that was supposed to be coming to block them and all. But just talk about that part of your job, too.
you just gotta be selfless. Like you just gotta do your job so other people can do it.
What's the hardest part of doing your job? How many times do you get double teamed, and all the things that you get, or do you get clipped from the backside? Because people don't realize that you can get clipped. They can chop you from the behind there, though.
Yes, sir.
But just talk a little bit about that, what you have to deal with there in the trenches.
It's like more than 50%. You just get double teams. So you just gotta fight. And if you get blocked from one way, it's gonna go the way you're gonna get blocked. That's where the ball's at. So you just gotta fight and keep on. You just gotta be consistent.
What do you enjoy most about playing? Is it the physicality? I know you gotta love when you get that big hit or that sack and knock the snot bubbles out of somebody, and when you see them getting up trying to breathe, they got the little bubbles coming out of their nose and all
Yes,
that.
sir.
But what's the most enjoyable thing about playing?
Just winning and helping the team out.
What does it mean to you that this team is sitting pretty good right now?
Yes, sir.
And I think you got a great chance to win the region championship this year, something that hadn't been done at Broome in a long time.
Yes, sir.
And to get to host playoff games, again, you're a senior this year. What would it mean for you in your senior year to get to accomplish those things?
It'd just be great, man. It's gonna be easier to get to college when all the schools will be looking at where that one team is always winning.
Right, it does. That unfortunately, you know, what's been sad that when Broome's had some really good players that had some bad breaks and that may not have had the record you want to have, that there's some that have been, you know, overlooked. And it's some guys that I felt like that really were good enough to play maybe a higher level than they end up playing there. But, you know, a lot of, unfortunately, being a former coach, college coach, I understand how a lot of them just look at those winning programs and all those.
Yes,
all right, let's talk a little bit now. We're going to get to some of the fun questions with you real quick here. We're going to let you design. One of my favorite things is designing the uniforms. And so I want you to design a new Broome uniform that you would want to wear, starting with the helmet, pants, jersey, shoes, and all. Tell me what you would like to wear in designing your uniform.
I would jet black with a face mask, like gold and numbers. it'll be gold, but the little blue outline of it, and black jetback cleats. I'll be looking nice.
Black pants too, right?
Yes, sir.
With probably with the Vegas gold and blue stripes. Hey, I'd love to see that. I think, and two, probably, being a guy who plays in the trenches, I think the all-black uniform gives you an attitude.
Yes, sir.
And all like that. To me, it gives you a tough guy attitude, and I'm sure that would probably give a little more of an attitude playing in the trenches too, wouldn't it? Okay. Well, I hopefully, I keep saying I'm going to talk to Coach Anderson though. I don't know would that ever work out though, but I would love to see that. I think that'd look really good to try that 1 year there though.
Yes, sir.
But it may not be possible, but it would be fun to see.
It would look nice.
It would. It'd be just something different. Or they all bailing out on you here though.
Yeah.
They've moved the party. Now this guy right here, he don't bail out on anybody. He's here to the very end. Pete Zinn has to run him out, say it's time to go home. It's closing time right here. But he will stay with you to the end right here. He's a faithful follower right here.
Yes, sir.
All right. What makes you happy? What does it take to make Mike happy?
Family and friends.
Okay. All right. Do you have a happy place, somewhere you go when you need to get alone and just kind of clear your head? Is there a happy place you go to?
Bedroom.
Bedroom. Okay.
Door closed, the lights off, just chill.
Just to get away from everything. I don't blame you. I don't blame you on that, though. All right. Halloween is coming up in a couple of weeks.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a favorite all-time Halloween costume?
I'm not sure. Probably.
Amaji was telling me that he dressed up like Hugo Hornet one time. So I told him I've met Hugo Hornet, but I've never seen anybody for Halloween dressed up like that before, though. So
I haven't really dressed up in a while, so I'm really not sure.
Okay, all right. You could probably just go and put some black paint on your eyes. You look mean anyway like that, though. The enforcer. All right. You have any phobias? Anything you're afraid of? Heights. Okay. Just don't like going up. Is it riding elevators or anything? Or
Nah, just if I'm like on top and I look down, it's just
I don't like that either. I'm not. I'll fly in an airplane, but I'm not big on heights as far as riding rides that go high or going up in glass elevators and things like that. That I'm with you on that one right there, though. Right here, you go to the fair last week?
No, sir.
Okay. When you go to the fair, what's your favorite ride?
I don't really ride rides. I hate getting dizzy.
Okay. You don't want to do anything to get dizzy.
Oh, yeah.
But it couldn't be a tall one, though.
Oh, yeah.
Play the games. Okay. When I was little, my father was in the carnival business, so I grew up on the fairs, and that's all I did was ride rides free all summer long. But I don't ride a whole lot right now because as I got older, I used to put up Ferris wheels and rides.
Yes, sir.
And I know how many screws are loose on these things, and so I don't ride a lot of things anymore, though. So looking right here, too, what else we've got here? All right, I've got a big old elephant I'm going to give you. Are you going to keep him or sell him?
Sell him. Because he would be expensive.
He'd be expensive to try to feed, though.
Yes, sir.
But can you imagine, though, that you could rent him out for birthday parties? You could use him, people could use him on farms to do like a bulldozer or something like that, though. Maybe.
You're right.
But it'd be tough, though. I mean, I don't know how you actually go around, they like peanuts, but, heck, that'd be a lot of peanuts to feed an elephant right there, though. All right, if you could make a rule change for football or add a new rule, what would it be?
Take out excessive celebration.
Okay. So when you get that big hit, you can celebrate over
Yes,
it.
sir.
Now, Odell told me that he would like to see that, and this one's agreeing with me over here too, that the offensive lineman, when they pancake the defensive guy, could pin him to the ground and lay on top of him and pin him to the ground. Would you like that one?
Not really. I'm on defense.
I was going to say, that'd go back to being that street fight that would turn into an unorganized street fight
Yes,
if you
sir.
let them do that, though. So that wouldn't be good. on that, though. You got to be, my opinion, to be happy and successful in this life today, you've got to be a little bit crazy and you got to be a little bit weird. On a scale of 1 to 10, how crazy and weird would you say you are? I'm a 10.
8, I guess. I guess he 8.
Okay. Well, hey, you may not be that bad. Paul Lee said he was an 8. Paul's probably a 12.
No, he's really high up there.
Yep, he would be. He would kind of jump through the rafters on that one right there, though. All right, you're stranded on an island. Okay, you've got plenty of food and water. What are you going to do to pass the time?
Have you watched Captain Jack Sparrow?
Uh-huh.
He's been stranded on the island before, so he probably know what to do. I'm just gonna bring him with me.
Okay, you're gonna call him to come to your island
Yes,
with
sir.
you, right here. All right, I've got a free scholarship to any school in the country that I'm going to give you, and it could be to play sports or just go to school or wherever. You can go anywhere. Where would you choose to go?
Clemson,
Okay.
because it's so close.
Okay. All right. You want to play close by then. All right. Haunted house.
Oh,
You're going to have to stay in the haunted house overnight. You can take one of your friends with you. Who's going with you? We've already established that DT said he's scared and he won't go. He refuses to
Then-
go.
probably Coach Anderson.
Okay. All right. Hey, that would be a good one, too.
No.
You'd be having to carry him.
Yeah.
You'd
I'm
be
afraid.
protecting him right there. All right. One more before we get the lightning round questions. What is the most important thing you want people to know about you?
I'm really quiet.
Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, sometimes you got to watch those quiet guys. That's sometimes that's a good trait to have. You never know what they're thinking because you can figure people out sometimes. But when that's an advantage right there when you can do that.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going lightning round here real quick. All right, lightning round questions are SEC or ACC?
ACC.
ACC, okay. Heads or tails?
Tails.
South Carolina or Clemson?
Clemson.
Hot or cold?
Cold.
Okay. A big town guy, big city guy, or small town guy?
Small town guy.
Okay. NASCAR or hockey?
Hockey.
Okay. Yeah, that's always fun too. I went to a fight and a hockey match broke out. I mean,
Yeah.
you go see fights about every time you go. Pizza or tacos?
Tacos.
Beach or mountains?
Beach.
Okay. A good workout or a good nap?
Good workout.
Okay. Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi.
Breakfast, lunch, or supper?
All of the above.
All right. Would you rather be on radio or TV?
TV.
Okay. All righty. Facebook or Twitter?
Twitter.
A foot-long hot dog or a foot-long sub?
Footlong sub.
And last but not least, would you rather be happy every day and live for 50 years, or would you rather be unhappy and live forever?
Happy and live for 50 years.
I go with that too, because if you're miserable, you don't want to live forever.
Yeah.
But that-
Everybody's going to pass.
That's right.
So it's not going to look good.
Well, Michael Withrow, or as we call him, Mikey, is our defensive player of the week.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations, and I'm really glad to see when those guys in the trenches
Yes,
get one of
sir.
these, because they're my favorites, the ones in the trenches.
Appreciate it.
Because that's where it's won and lost. So hopefully we'll see you again, and
Yes,
let me
sir.
give you something.